Early this morning, we're off to a quiet start, but that will all soon change as we have seen a couple counties added to the ice storm warning early this morning. As of right now, we'll end up seeing the entire state line under that ice storm warning in just a few hours at 6 a.m. Early this morning, Winnebago, Boone, and McHenry County have been added to that with significant icing possible up to ½ of an inch. Bulk of that accumulation may stay into southern Wisconsin, but nonetheless, power outages, tree damage, and very difficult travel is still expected into northern Illinois. A little bit further south of that, a winter weather advisory will also go into effect at 6 a.m. for counties such as Ogle, Lee, DeKalb, even Carroll, and Whiteside, with a little bit of an icing still possible, especially into the northern half of Ogle County, and some power outages may still be possible a little bit further south of I-20. Taking a look right now, we're off to a mostly quiet start. We have a little bit of activity slowly moving in, especially near Dixon, just south of that, already seeing some pockets of freezing rain. The purple you're seeing just to the east of Oregon, that is sleet. The rest of us staying quiet, so we'll see these isolated showers moving through. Make sure you give yourself some extra time this morning and watch for any of those slick spots, but conditions on the roadways will worsen as a lot of this activity gets closer to home. The further we get throughout our morning, the more of that activity will move in and become a little bit more widespread. Especially after 11 a.m., you can expect a wintry mix a little bit further south, and that freezing rain will develop along the state line as those temperatures are expected to stay below zero through this entire event. Taking you through the early afternoon, some of us a little bit further south of I-88 may still see a little bit of sleet mixing in with some of that heavy rain. If you do see a lot of that heavy rain, that'll lessen your chance of icing. So the further north that you go, you have a better chance of seeing ice accumulate. This continues even through your evening commute, and even as we head into those late evening hours and overnight, that activity will still linger, slowly tapering off as we head overnight and early into Thursday morning. So most impactful times will definitely be that evening commute later today and even into Thursday morning. In terms of how much ice we may see, again, along that state line, up to ½ of an inch is possible. The further south that you go, the less you may pick up, but regardless, we may see slick spots across our entire area. Make sure you're giving yourself extra time as you head out, not only this morning, but especially later today. If you can head back home a little earlier, I definitely recommend it. Those ice conditions on the roadways will lead to those slick spots, and as wind slowly starts to strengthen, we'll also see breezy conditions with this. Any ice accumulations on those small branches can lead them to breaking, even leading to some power outages, as ice may still even accumulate on the power line. So make sure you're prepared for that and any possible power outages, as we'll see a lot of that freezing rain building in later this afternoon. We'll also turn breezy even as that activity does exit. Winds will gust near 30 miles an hour, if not over that through the afternoon. And for tomorrow, a lot of that activity will exit through the early morning, but we will turn very breezy. Some strong winds will take over for Thursday. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, when all is said and done, we'll drop into those mid-20s by Friday with some drier conditions and a little bit of sunshine returning into the weekend.